What you just heard was Jerry Reed's solo on Cannonball Rack. In this following lesson, we're going to break down everything that he does in the solo. If you'd like to purchase the PDF of the music in tab and standard notation with all the correct fingerings, you can click the link in the description. And additionally, I'm not going to break down every single little thing and use the correct fingers and that kind of thing. You can check that out in my course, The Guitar Style of Jerry Reed, where we really specifically get into kind of the fingerings of things and different patterns that he would typically play. So let's jump right in. In this first opening line, we're working up to an E7 chord. We're playing this kind of banjo idea. And we're just chromatically walking up from C sharp to E on our second string while picking also the open E string. So we've got this 1. Now our next phrase after this fretted E to open E, we're going to come up here, slide up to the fretted E on our third string, and then play the open E. So we've got this. And then from there, we're playing this idea of going from the E to the B, and then up to the E again. Now this kind of thing is something that I explore more in my course, and this is something you can hear a lot, especially in Jerry's breakdown. He has this idea of playing to kind of utilize the open strings there. So that's kind of the first little phrase. We've got this. And then our next phrase, which you can typically hear him do pretty much every time he plays this type of phrase, he'll play a little slower. And this idea is now approaching the G sharp from the G, bouncing off the open string, and then F sharp to E, then back to our open E. So slowly we've got, and all of this is over the E chord. So we've got 1. Okay, now we're going to do the same idea over the A, but we just got to make one little correction. Instead of playing a G sharp, we're going to come down to a G to highlight the A7. So this phrase is going to sound like, and then, so we've got a slide up to the E, and then working down, G, F sharp, E, D, E, D. And you can kind of visualize it, A7 chord here versus that E7 chord, and then now down into A7 chord here. So back to back that E phrase to the A phrase, you've got 1. And now we're working to a D chord, so here's kind of our D chord area. And this phrase is going to sound like this. So we're just playing like a D double stop, D and F sharp, and playing first string, third, second, third, first string, third, first string, third. So this is nice because it kind of gives that D9 sound with the open E. So you've got, and then connecting that, we've got to get down to a G chord. So we're going to play, so this is a cool little just open string run using the first and second string. You play G, E, D, and then we're going to play B flat to A, and then open B, and then G. So really utilizing all those open strings there to lead us right to G. So from the D to the G we've got G. And then to finish the G phrase off we have, so just triplet pull-offs across the the third and second fret. And landing on our G. So to put maybe the open string run back to back with it, we've got So that's going to be the first part of the Cannonball rag changes. That's highlighting E to A, D to G. Now we're going to do that again, but this time we're going to start using some kind of banjo style rolls that he does. So in this case, we're going to be working from an E7 chord. We're back at E, but we're going to really only be fretting the 3rd and the flat 7th, right? Here's our E7 chord. And we're going to move that up. I'm kind of getting ahead just a little bit just to show you where we're going. We're going to move that up to this E7 chord, right? Which is now the flat 7th and then the 3rd. So it's just like the inverse of that. And then we're going to drop it down to an A7 right here. So we've got this little line that goes. So we're playing the 4th string, 2nd, 3rd, 1st, 2nd. And then just kind of sliding in time up to this. Okay? And then from there, we're finishing off that roll. So it's going to be 2nd, 3rd, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 1st, 2nd. Without me talking? 1. To hear them back to back, we have okay? And then we just drop it down to this A7, and we're going to play now this is cool because now we're changing notes within the chords. We're starting off with this a similar kind of pattern, right? 4th, 2nd, 3rd, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 1st. Then we're adding the B flat, that's the flat 9, and then play the open string again, add the regular 9, and finish the roll off. So we've got this. Okay? So together we've got and then we're going to come down to the D7 and play the same kind of idea. So that's playing this D7 shape right here. You could think D7, we're in flat 13, then work up to the 13. So we've got this. Okay? And then do another little G open string run. We'll go. So kind of a similar lick, just coming from the F sharp. And then open. So with these kind of cool little banjo ideas, you could hear him do this a lot in all of his recordings, and he has all these sorts of variations. So, you know, just learn a few and then kind of let your fingers do what they want to do with it. But one more time, that kind of idea, just... Now we come to the part of the changes where we're playing 2 bars of D7 to 2 bars of G, and we're going to repeat that twice. So this is going to sound, first we're kind of doing a D7 chord, but we're going to make it suspended with that G. We have a phrase that sounds like this. So another type of banjo roll, very similar to the one we just did. So slowly. Now we just bring our pinky down, or you can use your 3rd finger to get just the F sharp. And now we're going to play a G major 7 down to a G6. So same kind of roll. So together. Now let's repeat it again for the next part. Now this time, we're going to come up to this G triad here and add an A note. So normal G triad, G with the added A or the 9, so you've got now. take it off. So you've got this D, and then up to the G. So that's going to be that second section, all right? Now, the last part is a change where we're doing a 4, sharp 4, 1, 6, 2, 5 turnaround. I won't completely break all that, what that all means, but it's C to C sharp, G7 to E7, A7, D7, G. If you've been playing this kind of music, you'll see this all over the place. So the lick goes 1. That's the first part. So we're kind of playing out of this G, kind of, pentatonic-y area right here, as well as right here. So we're playing off of the flat 3, 1. Now this is a lick you hear Jerry Reed do all the time. We're going to go, it's a great lick. B flat to B, A to B, and then just coming down kind of like an E minor triad, or just think G pentatonics. B, G, E. So it's like 1. Okay? And that's highlighting all of the C sharp, C, G to E7, and then you add 2 little open strings, so it's like 1. Then we're playing E flat 7, now right down to a D, so E flat, okay? So you got 1. Just G to G. So that's E flat 7 is subbing for the A7, and then D7 is just normal, and then G. Okay, so 1. This last lick I did, it's not in the solo, but it's kind of a Jerry Reed style open string lick, and we'll talk about some open string licks in future videos, but it's going to sound like this. I'm not going to break that down here, but stay tuned for some other stuff and that will come. So again, if you want to really get into the fingerings and like more signature licks and kind of a broader, broader ideas and things that he plays, please check out my course, The Guitar Style of Jerry Reed. The link is in the description below, and I spend a lot of time just going, which fingers are we using? How do we do this, very fluently and all across the fretboard. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.